If you are constantly worrying, stop. Just stop right now. Hello, hey guys, my name is Maya and welcome to my channel, and for new viewers, welcome. So this topic pretty much came about a few weeks ago. So a few weeks ago, I was pretty much in a stage where I was just constantly worried about my future. Like every time I would think about it, I would constantly worry. And I'm like, first of all, how did it came about? And second, why now? You get me? If you see me looking down, it's because I wrote notes, so I won't be off track. But yeah. So this was pretty much affecting me for about 4 days, right? And I would wake up with the same thing, and then I would go back to sleep, and I would wake up, and it's like all over again, where it keeps this antsy feeling every time about the future. And I kept thinking to myself, right, would I really make it out, like to pursue whatever I need to pursue, that I want to pursue in my future, or would I fail? I started to lack motivation, and I would just find myself overthinking a lot, which wasn't good for my mental health. So right there and then I decided I need answers, and what better way to get answers than if to do some research. So I started researching, mainly because I was tired of feeling the way I was feeling, and I would not let this affect me any longer. While I was doing some research, this word popped up: anticipatory anxiety. It pretty much described everything I was going through. So some of you may know what the word means, but for others, anticipatory anxiety pretty much means worrying about the future constantly. The fear that things might not go the way you want them to, or you might become unable to successfully accomplish what you set out to do. A constant nervousness that can drive you crazy or into a depressed state if not handled properly. Some of the triggers of anticipatory anxiety is doing something new. For me, something in my schedule changed, which triggered this feeling that I had for days. Another thing could be a job interview or a new job. An example of that meaning that you have a job interview, and instead of like preparing for that job interview, you start worrying, thinking that you might not get the job even before you even started. So just keep in mind not to worry, just prepare enough to have that motivation to keep going. Other triggers could be a difficult conversation, a presentation or speech, a receiving bad news, or having to give someone bad news. That's my bad news. And a new relationship or a social event. A new relationship, an example for that would be you coming out of a relationship that didn't end well. So you have all the traumas from the old relationship, and instead of leaving those traumas in the past, you bring them over to the new relationship with all your fears, and pretty much believe that that situation that you experienced in the past relationship is gonna be in this new relationship, which cause you to constantly worry. So negative traits from your past relationship, you might bring them to your new relationship, which cause you to worry because you always have this thought that, you know, this new relationship might have the similarities of what you went through in your old relationship, which might not be the factor here. This person that you're with right now might be like the perfect person for you, but because you're constantly worrying and stuff, you destroy this new relationship because of like past situations. Because you are constantly worrying and overthinking, it can create more stress, which could create more anxiety, which is not good. So how do we overcome worrying and anxiety altogether? Or to be specific, how do we overcome anticipatory anxiety? Some ways you could help solve this problem would be to see a therapist or to seek counseling with a specialized anxiety therapist. Alright, so through therapy, one can develop a stress management plan, which will work on targeted problems, and when that is pretty much solved, you can now start to work on your positive attributes, such as rediscovering one goal and also one's strength. As for other individuals who may not have the funds to see a therapist or a specialist, or maybe that's just not one of their things to actually talk to a therapist, there's other ways they could solve this problem. As for other individuals who may not have the funds to see a specialist or maybe a therapist, maybe they just choose not to seek a therapist or talk to a professional in general, there are other ways they could, other things they could do to actually help with these problems or to solve this specific anxiety. He or she might want to practice positive thinking to try to switch the situation into something positive. For example, a job interview. You could say, instead of you saying, oh, you're gonna fail, or you fail that job interview, or you might not get the job right there and then, you could start by saying, oh, I'm going to get the job. I'm going to be successful. This is going to happen. Another thing would be to practice relaxation techniques. Relaxation techniques could consist of meditation, yoga, deep breathing, exercise. All of these you could practice to relax the body, so you could feel less tense and pretty much stay more focused. Another thing would be guided imaginary. This is a technique where one would conjure up a specific place or a specific experience which is peaceful or somewhat soothing, which would help one relax their body also as well, and also to stay focused. So that's another way to relax the tension in your muscles. The fourth thing would be to do something that you love, or something that will take your mind off things. And pretty much lastly, focus on the present. Stop looking forward to it's okay to look forward to the past, but if you constantly doubting yourself that you're not gonna make it, it's going to happen. You have to speak positivity for it to happen. And if you continuously speak negativity, that's also gonna affect you negatively. I say just that's to say, don't worry too much about the future. If there is something that you would like to see in your future, just start practicing and preparing for that specific goal that you would like to see happen in your future. Second, make your own future. Don't let anyone or anything dictate your future for you. Your success is in your hands and your hands alone, nobody else. I just hope everyone found this video helpful and people that could actually relate to me. So if you guys actually could relate or it helps you out somehow, just comment below and let me know how. All right, have a good day. Bye. Thanks for watching.